Stop. Before you walk into your next grocery store, look at the cart. That thing is massive, but here is what nobody tells you. It was not always this way. 30 years ago, that exact same cart was almost half the size. And the smart people who made it bigger were not doing it to help you carry more milk. They did it to make you spend more money. And it worked brilliantly. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why your grocery bill feels bigger every single year, even when you are buying the exact same things. Think about your very last trip to the store. You told yourself you only needed two things, some milk and bread. But when you finally got to the cash register to pay, your cart was completely full of things you did not plan to buy. Chips, cookies, a random kitchen towel. You look at the bill and you think, I just have terrible self-control. But here is the secret you need to know. It is not your fault. The store is playing a very smart game with you, and the grocery cart is their best weapon. Let me give you the one fact that will change how you shop forever. Think of your grocery cart like a bucket. In 1990, the standard shopping cart held about 27 gallons. That is roughly the size of a standard trash can. But by 2010, stores quietly replaced those carts with ones that hold around 60 gallons, more than double. Why does that matter? Imagine you are hungry. You sit down with a giant holiday dinner plate. You put one scoop of rice on it. It looks tiny. The plate looks sad and empty. So, you put more and more until the plate looks full. Now, do the same thing with a tiny breakfast plate. You put one scoop of rice on it and it fills up fast. You stop much earlier. Your brain works the exact same way in a grocery store. The cart is just a giant dinner plate. When you put your milk and bread into a massive cart, it looks completely empty. And humans do not like empty space. It is a deep survival instinct. If you have an empty basket, your brain feels like you are forgetting something important. A bigger cart makes your items look small. So you keep adding things, just because the cart still looks empty. Research shows that shoppers with a cart twice the size can buy up to 40% more. Not because they are hungry, but because the cart quietly tricks their eyes. So, the sheer size of the cart forces you to buy more things. But here is what nobody talks about. The size of the metal basket is only step one. What the store engineers did to the wheels of the cart and the floor of the store is bordering on total mind control. Have you ever noticed that your cart suddenly starts to make a loud clicking sound when you push it near the expensive items? That is not an accident. Let us look down at the floor. In the middle of the store, where they sell cheap, everyday things like paper towels, the floor is very smooth and shiny. Your cart rolls very fast and very quiet. You walk fast, zooming right past the cheap items. But then, you walk into the expensive areas, the fancy cheese and the high-priced meats. Suddenly, the floor changes. The store stops using smooth floors and starts using smaller, rough tiles. When your cart rolls over these small tiles, the wheels start to make a lot of noise. Click, clack, click, clack. The cart starts to shake in your hands. What does your brain do when your cart gets loud and starts shaking? You automatically slow your feet down. It is a natural reflex. It feels like you are driving a car too fast on a bumpy dirt road, so you automatically hit the brakes. By making you slow down, the store forces you to spend more time looking at the expensive food. And there is one more hidden trick. Look at the shape of the cart itself. If you look at it from the side, the bottom is not flat. It actually slopes downward, tilting back toward you. When you put heavy things in the cart, gravity makes them slide to the back. They hide right under the baby seat area, close to your legs. Because the heavy things slide back and hide, the front of the cart still looks completely empty when you push it. You look down, you see empty wire space, and your brain says, keep shopping. Everything works together in a perfect system. The giant size makes you want to fill it. The sloped floor hides the things you already bought. And the bumpy tiles make you push the cart slower. And they combine this with the layout of the entire building. Why is the milk always at the very back of the store? Because you need it, and to get to it, you have to walk past everything else. Every extra step is a chance to put something new into that giant cart. All of these tricks only work because of one simple truth. You are making most of your buying decisions inside the store. More than 60% of what people buy was never on their shopping list. They decided in the moment when they were walking past something that looked good. The giant cart simply moved your brain's "that is enough" line higher and higher, every single week, for 30 years. And here's what that looks like in real money. If a bigger cart gets you to spend just $30 more per trip, and you shop once a week, That is over $1,500 extra every single year, from one change to a cart. So, how do you beat the system? Three simple things. Use a basket when you can. A smaller container means your brain says, that is enough, much sooner. Shop with a written list on your phone. People who shop with a specific list spend 20% less money. Eat before you go. A hungry brain is the best customer a supermarket has ever had. The store is not evil. These are just smart business decisions. But now you know the game, and knowing the game is the first step to winning it. The next time you grab that metal handle, remember that every single inch of that cart was built to trick your brain. But the supermarket is not the only place playing these invisible mind games with you. Have you ever wondered why every single elevator in America has a large mirror inside? It has absolutely nothing to do with making sure your hair looks good. See you in the next one.